Rural Funds Management, as manager and responsible entity of the Rural Funds Group, was pleased to release the 2016 financial statements for the group. Main highlights include earnings of 22.46 cents per unit, up 168% on prior corresponding period. Adjusted net asset value of $1.43 per unit, up 17% on the corresponding period. The increase in these metrics was largely driven by increase in the value of our mature almond orchard at Hillstons. Our adjusted funds from operation was up marginally at 9.26 cents per unit, allowing payment of a distribution of 8.93 cents per unit, up 4% on FY15. It's been a very busy 12 months for RFF. In October 2015, RFF raised $35 million to fund the acquisition and development of a 1,500 hectare almond orchard at Corabry. Corabry is located on the southern side of the Murrumbidgee River at Darlington Point. In February 2016, RFM began articulating its thoughts on climatic diversification for the fund. This strategy is designed to ensure that multiple lessees do not experience extremely wet or extremely dry conditions simultaneously. The climatic diversification strategy was published to the ASX in June 2016. Later in February 16, RFF took a 9% stake in Perth Markets Limited. Perth Markets is the owner of West Australia's largest fruit and vegetable hub. In March 2016, the Rural Funds Group acquired 3 macadamia orchards in Bundaberg. In May, following a material rent review of the group's mature almond orchards at Hillston, Rural Funds Management announced a reforecast or an updated forecast for FY17 for the group. And finally, in July 2016, the group raised $61 million to fund 3 cattle properties and expand the almond orchard area by 1,000 hectares on Corabry. Funds will also be directed to the 3 macadamia orchards purchased in March 2016. These key activities have driven the growth which occurred over 2016 and improved our prospects for 2017. The strategy for RFF remains the same. That is, to expand the fund with accretive acquisitions that grow liquidity and returns for our investors. Rural Funds Group has grown significantly over the past 12 months. Our adjusted total assets are now around $469 million, growth rate of around 80% over the past financial year. We've also increased the number of units on issue. It's grown by around 33 million, which increases liquidity for our investors. With significant growth in adjusted funds from operation of 34% and distributions growing around by 8%, investors can expect a distribution of 9.64 cents this financial year, with the majority being tax deferred. The payout ratio of the fund is around 78%. This means a lot more cash is being retained in the fund. The significant increase in funds from operation will lead to a significant improvement to retained earnings within the fund. This is important. These retained earnings will be directed to the almond developments that will occur over the next 3.5 years. In turn, this supports increasing the scale, net asset value, funds from operation and distributions for our investors.